I have had senior colleagues in the profession, and I have tremendous respect for all of them. It will be the darkest day, Honorable Speaker, when me, as a lawyer who's also an appointed officer of the court, the person who has been crying all over the place saying we need to respect the rule of law, and that the cornerstone of rule of law is obedience of court orders. I was one of the lawyers for Miguna. We got almost 12 court orders. They were all disobeyed by some people now who are running around telling us about court orders in this country. So, Honorable Speaker, for me, the question as to whether there was a sitting has already been answered by the Assembly themselves, and the answer can be played back. You will hear counsel admitting that, in fact, the circumstances on that day did not favor a sitting. They have had to go and repair and look for answered material because of that circumstance that he told us about. If you don't follow procedure, Honorable Speaker, it doesn't really matter.
Mr. Speaker, kuna umuhimu wa kikao cha bunge la gatuzi kukaa katika mahali ambapo panajulikana na pamewekwa katika gazeti la serikali. Wakati huo nakumbuka vichwa vyetu vilikuwa vinatakikana. Lakini sisi zote ambao tulikuwa tunaamini na tumeamua lazima gavana aende, tulilala katika bunge la gatuzi la Kiraga kuhakikisha tumefanya kazi yetu. Kwa nini? Ili kufuata sheria na kanuni zilizowekwa. Kwa hivyo, Mr. Speaker, wito wetu kama seneta ni kufanya jambo ambalo lililo halali la kisheria. Mr. Speaker, chumvi haina maana kwa mtu ambaye anakunywa chai. Vile vile sukari haina maana kwa mtu anayekunywa supu. Sisi tutakuwa tu na maana kama tutakuja kufanya uamuzi ambao unakizana na sheria za nchi.
You must know that the process is just as important as the reason for removing the governor. The reason for removing the governor is what you have in the 1,570-page document. But the process is in the PO. And I'm very disappointed, Mr. Speaker, by the councils of the county assembly, that because you are procured at a very high cost, how could you come here and think that you would pull the mat from under our feet and get away with it? That a qualified lawyer, not one, 5 of them, can imagine that a PO would never come if they came here. You should have anticipated this PO and come with the videos and audios. The reason why you don't have is because they are not there.
Mr. Speaker, with all due respect, this is a joke and a dangerous one, Mr. Speaker. Where does the team of the County Assembly of Isiolo get the audacity to walk into this Senate without a shred of evidence that a sitting of a county assembly ever took place? Mr. Speaker, this is not a WhatsApp group. This is a constitutional institution. Where is the Hansard? Where is the attendance record? And I want to be very clear. There was no sitting, and therefore there was no impeachment.
We must do justice. And to do justice, Mr. Speaker, we must follow the law. And we must follow the law strictly, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the burden of proof lies with the accuser. The person who is accusing is the one who has the burden of proof. And we cannot teach people bad habits. We don't want to teach our counties bad habits, where they bring half-baked evidence, or they don't want to bring, maybe they hide some, or they don't want to bring, or they bring those which are not convincing to us as senators, and they expect us to just act on them and approve whatever they are bringing. Mr. Speaker, we must teach them good habits, and the process is just as important as the substance itself, Mr. Speaker. So as much as we would like, and I would have liked to hear this case through, I would have liked to hear it all through, so that we know the problems in Isiolo. I have not been to Isiolo for a very long time, and I would have liked to know, and we don't want the Isiolo people to continue suffering. But if this case is as serious as the MCAs want us to believe, let them go back and prepare properly and bring it back so that we can and follow all the procedures.
Isiolo is bleeding today. Isiolo is not safe today. The assembly is not safe after today. I am not safe after today. Isiolo people will not be safe after today. And I can see the people who actually normally fight me in the social media, they are all here watching. Already, tonight, you will see that chaos that will happen in Isiolo County. If only this House should have looked at the proceeding to the end, then you can be able to understand the veracity of this particular impeachment.
In relation to the concerns expressed by Senator Dulu, be obtained in the office of the Clerk of the Senate and be addressed in a letter to the Inspector General of Police as well as the County Commissioner of Isiolo County for the information and necessary action. Now, to the Governor, let me offer you unsolicited advice. This is not a win, and therefore the Senate does not expect you to go out there chest fighting. This is a postponement of your case. It is a postponement of your hearing. Now, depending on how you're going to carry yourself from today going forward, that case may never be heard. Depending on how, similarly, depending on how you're going to behave out there, your case may be back here in a matter of days. It's up to you.